Okay, guys, we're having issues tonight. This is not streaming like it's supposed to. Not sure what's going on. This is a problemo. Problemo. Yeah, it's not streaming. Strange. Let's
back up.
no. It's saying it's not doing. I guess I'm gonna have to do a Zoom.
I don't get it.
I don't either.
I don't know what happened. I've never seen this happen before.
It seems to be working on YouTube though. Okay, so it's working on YouTube.
It's working on YouTube?
It's working on YouTube. Okay, so let's see here. Yes, Corinne, share the YouTube link. I know. I am. What? Facebook isn't. I know you guys are watching me right now on YouTube. I'm not making any sense, am I? So maybe we can just, if somebody could post the YouTube link, that would be great. YouTube link on Facebook for me so we can get started that way. Okay. Well, I think we can just do it that way. I see some people were coming on that way. Hey guys, how are you tonight? Boy, oh boy, don't you love technology? Technology just totally blows our mind, right? Because you never know what's going on. So I guess for those of you who are not able to watch me right here, tonight, since we're not able to stream onto YouTube, and if you happen onto Facebook, Facebook is being very funny tonight. And I've tried twice and it's not letting us stream onto Facebook. So we are going to do it right here on YouTube. I'll replay the YouTube over into the thing and we'll just see what happens. How about that? So right now, if you are on YouTube with us, please, please, please go on over to Facebook and tell everybody, come on over to YouTube, give them the link so that they can come over, send it to your friends, send it to your neighbors, put it in your chats, whatever it is that you need to do to let people know that we are here. Hey, Rebecca, I see you. There we go. I see some folks coming on over there. Yep, there's Mary Dunn. Hey, Mary Dunn, how are you doing? Here's the great thing about being on YouTube is that, if you didn't give permission to Facebook, then I can still see who you are and who's here. So this is great. Hey, Crystal, glad you're here with us too. So that's awesome. So maybe we all need to have a little dance going on over here. I see there's 10 people now. So I'm going to put the music on just so we can all dance. Okay. So guys, I want to see you dancing because I didn't get to dance for you because I was like so freaking out over here because things weren't playing.
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it, move it, move it.
There we go.
All girls all over the world. Original King Julian on the casement. I love how all the girls move their body. And when you move your body, you gotta move it nice and sweet and sassy. All right? Woman, you're cute and you don't need no makeup. Original.
All right. Yay. Now we're off to a good start. I see folks jumping on. You're figuring out that you got to come over to YouTube to watch us tonight. Because Facebook's just being a poo-poo, which we know they just decide to change whatever they feel like changing on us all the time. So right now, while we're here, guys, I want to hear from you. I want to know something good. I want to know what's going on with you. Tell me something that, you're excited about. Maybe you tried a new recipe using a piece of Tupperware. Maybe you had some really good success today with the specials that were announced today. Maybe you welcomed a brand new team member this weekend. Whatever it is, in the chat, go ahead and tell us, what are you excited about? What great thing has happened to you this week? And it doesn't even have to be about Tupperware necessarily. Tell me something great just that you're excited about. Maybe the kids went back to school today and you feel like I can finally clear my head and work and do things again. Or maybe I have some time that I can spend on myself. So whatever it is, go ahead and put that in the comment. I want to know some things that are happening with you right now. And this is great because I see 20 folks are on already here. So this is fantastic. Once again, please, please, please take our YouTube channel link, head on over to your Facebook group, to your Facebook chats, and just put it in there and so that everybody knows this is where we're at tonight, because Facebook's not streaming us tonight for some reason. I don't have a clue what it is, but it is doing what it's doing. So here we are over here. And this is where we're going to have our meeting tonight. So it's great to see you guys as well. And I'm trying to read the chat. It comes up a little differently for me over here. Colleen, you've been busy today. Hey, Chris, good to see you on. And Angie, yes, the kids start. Oh, your kids start next week. Right. Okay. So that's awesome. It's that time of year, right? We have some folks whose kids don't start back till after Labor Day. But I know here in the Carolinas where I'm at, some of the schools have started back last week. Some started this week, and then some will start later in the month after the 26th. Probably, I think it's the 28th is when they start. We have this law here in North Carolina that public schools aren't supposed to start till after the 26th unless they apply for a special consideration. But a lot of the folks on the part of the state have just said, we're going to start when we want to start, and who cares what anybody else says. Doreen off to college. I hope you've got him all packed up with lots of good Tupperware to take to college with him as well. because that's going to make it a great time for him. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and get started while we get folks over here. I see 25 already over here. That's fantastic for a shift like that. And once again, guys, just keep telling your friends to come on over here and watch us over here. So I want to start with a quote tonight, and I want you guys to think about this. You know, at the beginning of the year, we established our word for the year, and our word for the year was grit. And the reason that I picked grit is because, you know, there's that old saying about how do you get a pearl? It starts with a grit, right? It starts with a seed of discomfort. And we have to work with that discomfort to make something beautiful happen. And that's really and truly what sometimes in our business we have to remind ourselves is that it's not always going to be easy, that sometimes it takes really digging in and really dealing with the grit that sometimes we face. So grit is passion, grit is perseverance. And sometimes it takes for a very long time to achieve our goals. Grit is passion and perseverance for very long-term goals. Grit is having stamina. Grit is sticking with your future day in, day out, not just for the week, not just for the month, not just for but for years, and working really, really hard to make that future a reality. Grit is living life like it's a marathon, not a sprint. And I think that that's so important because sometimes, and I've seen this over the many years that I've been in Tupperware. And as many of you know, I've been in Tupperware a long time. I've been in 43 years. This coming month, September, will be my 43rd anniversary of being in Tupperware. And over that time, I have seen people come and go. I've seen people who came in and did really, really well right out of the gate. And they were like, oh yeah, easy peasy. And they were just like living the high life and making money and doing great things. And then life happens. And sometimes things happen in our business. Sometimes things happen in our personal lives. And in whatever case it was, there was an obstacle that came into their path, or there was a challenge that occurred in their business. And suddenly they were ready to walk away. They didn't have the grit. They didn't have the perseverance. And part of that's because maybe they didn't have the passion for why they were doing what they're doing. You see, everything in our business, everything in life that we do that really matters starts with a why. Why do we do what we do? Why do we want to get up every day and keep going after these dreams that we have? You know, if you've got kids that are in school, you know, you want them to get through school. Some days it's hard. Sometimes they have teachers that are not as easy to deal with. Sometimes they have difficulties with other kids, but we don't tell them, well, you just give up and just come on home and you don't have to go to school and you don't have to deal with those bullies. No, we say, you know what? We're going to make it through this. We're going to work on this together. We're going to show up. We're going to do the work, and we're going to stick it out. And we're not going to let those outside circumstances affect what we feel like on the inside. And that to me is what grit is all about. And that is what it takes to succeed in our Tupperware business, is you've got to be willing to stick it out even when it's tough, because the why is greater than the what. Okay, the why I want to do this, why I'm showing up and doing the work is greater than the what for what reasons I have that I can't. And so I want you to keep that in mind as we talk tonight. And I want you to think about where you want your business to be at the end of 2023. Because, you know, guys, we've got 4 more months in this year, and we can do amazing things in that 4 months as long as we put our mind in the right place. We focus our efforts on the things that get us the results that we need, and we spend our passion and perseverance on those things. Don't get discouraged by what isn't happening. Focus on the things that you control. Focus on the things that you can do and the things that get us the results. And you know what? You're going to find that your business is a lot further along than you thought. So as we talk tonight, we're going to talk about some of the things that we have that are going on that we can utilize to our advantage. So our catalog, brand new fall winter catalog, is opening on August the 31st. That's Thursday, a week from now. So that's like 11 days. But we don't want to wait for 11 days for that to happen, do we? We want to take advantage of what we have right now. Get the ball rolling, get ourselves in shape. You know, if you ever go to the gym and you haven't been working out for a while, this first few days are rough. I mean, we are showing up and we're working and we're sweating and we're hurting. and we're not seeing any results. But you got to stick with it. You got to stick with that pain. You got to stick with the lack of results for a little bit longer before you get those results. Well, this catalog is going to open, and we want to make sure that everybody is on board, and we want to make sure that we reach as many people. And what people love is something new and exciting. So we're going to make a big deal about the fact that we have a new catalog coming. In the meantime, we're going to be selling, doing, but we're going to use this as a way for us to capture new customers, or maybe to reconnect with some of the customers that we haven't had or we haven't seen lately as we're going through here. So coming up on Tuesday night, a week from tomorrow, August 29th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we are doing our biggest virtual catalog launch ever. Now, this will be a group on Facebook, and depending on whether StreamYard is working like it's supposed to or not, we may have to do it we're going to try to do it on YouTube and our Facebook group. But we'll just have to see what happens this week. But that's the plan. Otherwise, I'll Zoom it into the Facebook group, because that's what we're building. And that's where all of these folks that we don't know are, right? So we're going to have this virtual catalog launch. Now, I'm calling it the biggest virtual catalog launch ever, because you know what? It's up to us how many people we get on there. But wouldn't it be exciting if we could get 100 guests onto this? Now, I'm not talking about the sales force. I'm talking about guests, people who maybe have expressed an interest in Tupperware with you, the people in your VIP group, the people who have always said that they'd like to see a catalog. And of course, there's lots of things you can post over the next few days to get their attention so you can add them to this group. And the group is Tupperware Virtual Catalog Launch. That's what it's called. And so all you have to do is go find that address, maybe screenshot this right now so you know how to find it. If you haven't joined the group yourself, go on over there and do it. We've used this before. We did it one other time, and we had a really great turnout for this. So let's make this a really big turnout as well. We're going to go over some of the things that are going away, but we're also going to be showing the newest products that we have and some demonstrations on those, including those brand new silicone bags that everybody's going to want. We're going to make some popcorn in it, all right, and show you how to do that. So it'll be fun. And so it's just a good way to for you to get acquainted with your new catalog, but more importantly, to entice your customers to want to see that new catalog, to have a party with you, and to help you launch your fall selling business also. Now, we have some things that are going away. These are the things we call our last chance. And already some of these have sold out. And, that's the goal. The goal is that we sell out of these things because, anytime we have inventory left over that we're not selling, then that is money on the floor. And that's not good for any of us. So our goal is to sell every one of these out. But at the same time, it's really important that we let our customers know these are going away. So they don't want to wait. They want to grab hold. So we'll see how many we have left when we get to Tuesday. And I'll make a big push for those because we'll have one more day for people to buy those. This is an updated list of some of the things that have sold out. The Supersonic Chopper Tall has sold out. The Mix and Store Plus has sold out. The Cheese Smart Mini has sold out. 2 of the towels have sold out already. The dish towels and the window towels. And also the soup mugs. Now, these colors that you see and these configurations that you see with our Crystal Wave are ones that are going away. We do have Crystal Wave in our new catalog. It will be new colors, and we'll be showing some of those also in our stream next week. So you'll get a chance to see all of the new colors and all of the new things that we have. So the key is to get as many people on as possible. And guys, I want to give you a big shout out because you're doing a great job getting folks over here onto YouTube. We're up to 33 watching right now. Once again, if you want, just take a minute, snag that YouTube channel address, head on back over to Facebook real quick on your phone or whatever, and post it and tell people, that maybe your team members, maybe your bestie that you don't see yet. Be sure that you are talking in the chat so Charlie knows you're here also, so we can keep up with who's here because, it's a little bit different for him. He can't be on Facebook talking to you. He's got to watch it on YouTube tonight. So it's real important that we help each other out. So when we do our activity drawing, we're going to know that you're here. Okay. So we'll keep working on getting more people over here. where we're at. Now, we have some special offers that Tupperware has done for us. And I want you guys to think about this. You see, because what company supports us the way that Tupperware does? Not only with, a great product that we sell, I mean, the best of its kind, right? They're constantly giving us some new tools to work with and giving us some really fun marketing objectives. They're showing stuff on special, giving us stuff on special, and it's up to us to really bring that to people's awareness. So we had a new one that dropped last Thursday. It is all about pumpkin spice season's coming. It just hit the Starbucks already, and so we want to jump in on that. And one of the things, of course, that it featured in this is what I think is one of the best gift sets ever. It is that cold brew latte set. And it comes with the cold brew carafe. It comes with the squeeze bottles. It comes with the Counterscapes dispensers there. It's an amazing value. And for just $69, I mean, think about who do you know that's a coffee connoisseur. This would be such a great Christmas gift. And even if, it's not for somebody on your list, you need to make sure that your customers see this for the great gift set it is. Now, I've priced cold brew at the stores because I love cold brew. I've got some right now, brewing in the fridge. And if you go to the grocery store and you go to the refrigerator section, they have these bottles about this big. Okay, I'm going to flip my camera here. So they're about this big, and they hold a quart. Okay, and they have the cold brew, and there's a Starbucks one, and there's a Caribou one, and there's some other different brands, and all of them average around $10 for a quart jar of cold brew in the refrigerated section. Now, if you drink cold brew every day and you stop by Starbucks to pick it up, if you go to Dunkin' Donuts to pick up your cold brew, if any of those places that you stop off, because I will tell you that sometimes when we're driving from Charlotte to the beach and the beach to Charlotte, we'll stop off about halfway, there's a Dunkin' Donuts, and it's a good pit stop area. And I always pick up a cold brew. Well, that right there is $3.50, for the small one that I get there. If I went to Starbucks to get it, it's going to cost me even more. But that's just, if you just think of it in that price, that's 2 to 3 stop and grabs, okay, that you spent. Now, if you did that every day, you're going to spend at least $15 to $20 on cold brew. So that's 2 of those bottles or 1 cold brew a day. That's the small cold brew a day at Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, someplace like that. But if you have this to make your own, you're going to be able to make your own. And within probably, with less than a month's time, you will have made back the money you have spent on this complete set. You will have been able to save money additionally on all of that, because you're going to have all these other really cool things that you're not having to spend money on. You can even make your own syrups that you can use. And we have some DIY syrup recipes that you can use also. So that's another great benefit that we have with offering that set. So guys, really talk about this cold brew latte set. And then of course we've got the Explorers, the 2 of those are wonderful. They're similar to like your insulated glasses, your Yeti type things. And of course we have also the straws. When they buy the straws, they get 2 of the Eco2Go tumblers for free. And then we have that extra bonus mystery Eco2Go cup that they can get. So only one of the things on that flyer have sold out, and that's the one that had the real contemporary design on it. Everything else is still available. This is a huge, huge tool that you have to use to grow your business. But today they added another, and that is our square round containers. I had to think what they're called. 30-ounce square rounds and the 60-ounce square rounds. Now these are a classic. These are like definitely retro, and this is something that brings back a lot of great memories. So right now I want you guys to tell me, how many of you grew up with these? Maybe your grandma had these, maybe your mom had these, maybe you have them in your kitchen right now. What are some of the things that you do with yours? I know I had somebody tell me that I saw Gabrielle Moses Markle was sharing that she will get hamburger when it's on sale. And, this is the great thing about too, when you can cook with Tupperware, if you can use your stack cooker. We showed you, I think Shannon showed you how to cook hamburger in the stack cooker at one of our pop-ups just recently. And she was showing how all that grease comes out of it. This means you can buy the cheaper brand of are we streaming into Facebook now? Oh, it looks like we are. Great. That's fantastic. All right. So you can buy the cheaper grounds of beef this way. So you don't have to buy that like 90% lean. You can get the other because it's going to cook all the fat out. The reason you buy the lean is because you don't want all that fat, but this is going to cook it out. So anyway, you buy your hamburger when it's on sale, you put it in your stack cooker, you cook it up, and then you take that cooked hamburger. And did you know you could then go to the sink, run hot water and rinse your hamburger? It gets all the fat off of it. Then you can take that hamburger and you can put it into your freezer containers and stick it in the freezer. So Gabrielle was saying that this is what she's always used for hers because she can put, her hamburger and they're all cooked. Now it'll hold 2 pounds of raw hamburger. And of course, if you cook it down, you can even put a little bit more in there and then it's all ready. So if you're in a hurry and you need a fast dinner, you've got cooked hamburger, all you got to do is throw it in with your spaghetti sauce, heat it up in the microwave, and you got spaghetti with hamburger. You could do your skillet dinners this way. You could do your sloppy joes, you can do tacos because you've got it all cooked. And all you got to do is just put it in the microwave container, warm it up, add your seasonings, and dinner's done. So this is a great set. I know Terry had shared that she likes the big one because she just throws all her leftover veggies in there, kind of like the way I do with the Fresh and Cool in the fridge. And then when it's full, you've got soup stock. You've got what you need to start your soup off. So these have been a great seller already today. We still have quantities of these. So once again, this is another one that you have a chance to really promote tomorrow. These are only going to be available through Wednesday. So it's a good chance they might sell out tomorrow. So this is why you don't want to waste time and not talk about these. You want to jump on it while you can and just sweep up all those people with nostalgia with this great thing. Now we have another special offer for you because, it's all about you, right? And this is our 2-week sales challenge. It ends on Wednesday. And you'll see here some folks' names on the right side: Dawn, Doreen, Lily, William, Michelle, Lisa, Stacy, Aubrey, Pat, Julie, Vicky, Terry, Becky, Kibby, Mary Lou, and Elizabeth. Elizabeth is brand new as a brand new consultant too. All of these folks have already qualified for at least one set of these. And that is 8 Crystal Wave containers for just $20. But you'll see that Dawn and Doreen both have some extra markings by their names because both of them have qualified for not 1, not 2, but 3 or more because they changed this one and there is no limit to how many you could earn. So you know what, guys, you still have a chance to earn these tomorrow and Wednesday. You could earn a second set between now and Wednesday. So all those of you who've already qualified, you can get that second set. Some of you might even want to go for that 3rd or 4th set because with everything that you have to work with, this is a done deal for you. All right, now we also have another challenge that's going on. Gosh, I cannot believe how much Tupperware gives us. This is another challenge for you with $1,000 in sales for this month. And then you come back in September and you have $1,000 in sales. Again, you are going to qualify for an ultimate piece of our Ultra Pro. Now, I love Ultra Pro. I'm going to tell you about, how you're going to learn all about Ultra Pro tomorrow night. But Ultra Pro is one of my favorite products. It's one of Charlie's because it's so easy to clean. And this is our 3-quart oval roaster. It works beautifully with the 2-quart oval roaster to give you a Dutch oven type cooking that you can do you can do actually a large chicken hen in or a small turkey in it. And these are the folks who have already got their 1,000 for this month. Michelle, Julie, Paula, William, Aubrey, Doreen, and Dawn have already got their 1,000 for this month. Now all they got to do is come back in September and do it. But you'll see Doreen and Dawn have a little asterisk by their name. That is because they have already qualified for this amazing brand new set of Tupperware that is going to be in your new fall and winter catalog. It's our new Shirley Elegant line. It includes all of the large bowls, the serving spoons, and the small salad bowls. So it's an amazing collection of products for just $15. It's over $140 value. They have already earned theirs, and many of you are very, very close. And you have until next week. So you have until August the 30th to get yours. And guys, in 10 days, if you show grit, there is nothing you cannot do. So I want you to think about that. I want you to think about what you're going to do to be able to get that, okay? Now, what does it take for all of these things to come together? Well, it's really about having Tupperware parties, because last week we got to hear from Doreen, and she was sharing about how she does her parties, and as she was sharing, she was talking about how, she's the primary caregiver for her mom. And she works her Tupperware business around that. She has a big why. And so she doesn't let what she can't do get in the way of what she can do. And she focuses on making sure she has those Tupperware parties. And this is just another one of those fun little things that you can post. And you want to be doing things like this all the time. You want to be sharing with people the fun, the excitement, the energy of a Tupperware party. And what I like to say, their favorite radio station. All right, who watching knows what my favorite radio station is? Let me see if you can put it in the comment right there and let us know what is my favorite radio station. Charlie's going to let me know if anybody gets it in the chat there. And he's going to put it up there as soon as somebody gets it. I'll tell you, it starts with a W. Anybody got it yet, Charlie? Nope. All right, well, I'm going to tell you what my favorite radio station is. 96.7 is a good one, Crystal. That is, but that's not it. My favorite radio station's call letters are WIIFM. And WIIFM stands for What's in It for Me. And that's truly the #1 radio station for everybody. What's in it for me? And what we want to do is talk about what folks can get by hosting a party. So when you're posting on Facebook, when you are talking to people, Pam got it. When you're talking to people out there, you don't want to approach it by saying something like, "You don't want to have a party for me, do ya?" You also don't want to put things on there like, "Oh, guys, I'm really desperate. I need someone to have a party for me. Who can help me? Who'll have a party for me?" You want to do it in such a way as, who can I give $100 worth of Tupperware? Who wants $100 worth of Tupperware? Start it with something that makes them want to ask you for more. Maybe you talk about a product and you say, ask me how you can get this product for free, or who wants this product for free, and that way they're interested in asking you more about it. And then you take it offline. You talk to them one-on-one, you chat with them and approach it that way. When you are talking to people that you know personally and you're talking to them about having a party, once again, it's asking them questions like, if they were in a party that you did, and just say, "Did you have a good time tonight?" Okay, so this works whether you're doing virtual parties or whether you're doing in-home parties. Did you have a good time? You can even do that in the group. Okay, if you had a great time tonight, go ahead and put it in the chat. Yeah. All right, and then you can ask them, what was your favorite product that you saw tonight? Or don't you just love these new products? And once again, you're trying to get them, I call it the yes frame of mind. You want them to be thinking yes, okay? Because then you're going to say, thinking about your friends, when would be a good time for you to get some free Tupperware? What about next Tuesday? So you never ask them, do they want to? You ask them when they want to. Brownie Wise used to say, never ask a yes or no, always give them a choice of something or something else. So you get them into this yes framework. I had a good time. I love these new products. I really see, lots of things that I want. And then, great, I want to help you get those, which is going to work better for you Tuesday or Thursday, a morning or an evening. Do you want a 3-day party, or do you want a 1-day party? Do you want to do a text party? Or do you want to do a messenger party? Do you want to do a Facebook party? Do you want to do a Zoom party? give them choices of something or something else. That's how you're going to get parties dated. And once again, grit means just because somebody tells me no, I don't stop. Because no just means I'm right here. Remember, we talked about that last week too. No, if you don't ask, you're right here. If you ask and they say no, you haven't moved. You're still in the same place you were. But if you ask and they say yes, well, boom, you just moved up. And if you ask somebody and they say yes, boom, you just moved up again. So the more times you ask, the more chances you have to move up. If you don't ask, you've already decided, I just want to stay in this little pit of mine and I'm just going to wallow and feel sorry for myself. Nope, it's up to you guys. You control the success that you have in this business. You control where you're going. I will be happy to put this in there on the group so that you'll have this to be able to do. Okay, so now we've got some other tools that you can use also. So tomorrow night at 8 p.m., we have a pop-up kitchen. It's once again one of our Facebook groups. It's go to your facebook.com/groups, and you're going to look for the Hooray Pop-Up Party. And you want to make sure that number one, you are in it, but you want to then invite people to be there with you. This is a way that you can hold more parties. You can hold your own party and invite guests. You can get a host to hold her party during this and invite her guest. So that means you could hold 2 or 3 or 5 parties all at the same time if you have 2, 3, or 5 hosts inviting their friends to be on also. So our pop-up kitchen tomorrow night is going to feature our incredible Ultra Pro, and you're going to learn all kinds of cool things about Ultra Pro and recipes that you can make in it. We're even going to teach you how to do tandem cooking, which means you start it in the microwave and finish it in the oven. And so you don't want to miss out on that. But there's a pop-up kitchen checklist. And I shared this in the group with you guys too. So you want to use this as a way to really make sure that your parties are more successful. So now what are you going to do? Well, the first thing you want to do, if you want to make the pop-up kitchen successful for you, you want to use it like a party. So first thing you're going to do is you got to personally invite your guest. You got to send them a personal message. You got to, make sure that you connected with them. Don't just blast it on your page. Don't put it out there for everybody. Yeah, you can put it out there for everybody, but you got to reach out to people individually and say something like, hey, Mary, it's Marsha. I don't know if you saw, but we're doing a pop-up kitchen. It's kind of a really fun thing. It's a virtual cooking demonstration. We go from kitchen to kitchen. You're going to get to learn 3 different recipes. I'd love for you to be one of my guests if you're interested in learning some fun recipes and tips. Can I add you to the group? Okay, so that's the way you've got to personally invite people. Then once they do, you want to encourage them, everybody that you add, to invite a friend of theirs that you don't know. See, if each person that you invite and add to the group also adds somebody to the group, well, you just doubled the number of people you have watching. And then you're going to want to send everybody who's coming on a guest tic-tac-toe. Now, we've got a couple of different forms of that. I know I saw Donna Jo was using one the other day, and they just give the guest something to do, something like bring a friend, tell your friend you're coming, and has several different things that they can do. Have them post on their timeline that they're attending this party. See, if they're saying, hey, who wants to come to a Tupperware party with me? Hey, I'm going to a Tupperware pop-up. Who wants to join me? That's going to help you also get more people onto the pop-up when we're live. Now, this is the other part that's critical. And these are the same things that we used to do with in-home parties. We would personally invite, then we would send a reminder, and we would encourage them to bring a friend with them. And then we would, we'd kind of send something in the mail to them to remind them. And then we'd have the host call them the day before the party so that they didn't forget about it. So once again, you got to remind them the day before the event. Hey, don't forget, tomorrow's the pop-up kitchen. Great thing is you can do a lot of these things timed on your VIP page if that's where you're inviting some people. Or you can even tag several people at the same time. You could do a little chat group and put it in there. Remind them an hour before the party. And then as soon as it starts, you also want to remind them, and you want to tag them in the group so they can find it. Because sometimes people go, I can't find it because they didn't refresh their screen. So you want to make sure it's easy for them to know where to come. Okay, so that's going to be really important. If you have any questions about anything that we're talking about tonight, guys, go ahead and drop those in the comments. We will certainly make sure we're going to follow up and make sure we answer any questions. But once again, this is a key to making any of these pop-up kitchens, our game nights, our virtual launch, catalog launch. All of these are the things that are going to help you have better success with that. These are also the same things that are going to help you have more successful parties. And when you're having your parties and dating your parties, you're going to want to do something with your host too. Now, this is just another example of a guest tic-tac-topper. Okay, so they say they're coming. You say, great, I want to give you a chance to get some free gifts or get extra entries into our drawing that we're going to do. Add one of your friends to the pop-up party, RSVP and attend the live event. Get an order from a friend and let me know. Complete the Google form after the live. Book your own party. Like my page, join my VIP group. Now that's going to be important. You got to make sure they have your information so they can go and do that. The point of these pop-ups and all of these things that we're doing is to support you. It's not helping me at all. I'm not trying to get in touch with your customers. It's really a way for us to get them engaged and to get them committing to things. When they complete that Google form, I use those for a drawing, and then I send them on to the people who invited those folks to be there. You want to ask them to, share the pop-up when it's happening to their feed. Place an order the day of the thing. Open a Tupperware account. Get them to join. That's what we're talking about. Because then, they're going to get multiple chances. So we want them to do that too. Now, once we are doing all these things, hopefully we're going to be dating more parties. And when you are dating parties, there is a process. There are things to do, steps to take to make sure every host has a successful party. Because I want to ask you this question, guys. Would you rather be doing $1,000 parties or $200 parties? And the things that I'm talking about right here are the kind of things that are going to make a difference for you to have bigger parties. Okay. So this is a really important thing to what we do. So when you are host coaching, what are your must-dos? What are some of the things that you make sure you do with every single host to make sure that you have the best party possible? So I'm going to share a few things that I believe are very important. It doesn't matter, once again, whether it's a virtual party, whether it's an in-home party. And I had polled some of our leaders and asked, what are the things that you do? And these are some of the things that they said. And these are some of the things that make a big difference. So the first thing is that every host deserves a host pack. And you'll see right here, there are some folders. And right now is the perfect time to get these because they're all on sale. Staples has them for like 25 cents right now. Office Depot has them. Walmart has them. Target has them. You can stock up on these while they're cheap. And these are just like pocket folders that you can use. You can also just get these they're cellophane envelopes, and a catalog fits perfectly in those, and you can fold them. And if you put the catalog and a mailer with an order form and a challenge sheet in it, close it up, and then turn it so that it's horizontal, not long ways. Turn it horizontal and address it that way. It's smaller than a 9x11. It's going to be about an 8 by 10 size. And you can literally mail that for under $2. Okay, so you're going to want to mail a host pack to every single person who books a party, whether it's in-home, whether it is Zoom, whether it is on Facebook. You're going to want to put in there 1 or 2 catalogs. You might even give them more if they ask for it. And there's a reason. Number one, everybody likes a catalog to thumb through themselves. They're going to find a lot more things that they want. In fact, you can put a sticky note on it that says, this is your catalog. Be sure to, fold over every page that has something you want. So you can start your wish list. So she's going to be looking at hers. Well, then she has a friend that wants to see a book. She don't want to give her hers because that's her book where she's marked all the things that she wants. So you give her an extra one to pass around to her friends. You want to make sure that you send them monthly brochure, or you can print off the flyer. Sometimes people find it easier just to print off the flyer and send that with them also. You're going to want to put an order form. I like to do one. There's like, you can do 2 on a sheet. Then they can photocopy it and fill out order forms. Once again, this is going to be like Aunt Sue, who doesn't like to shop online, but Aunt Sue wants some Tupperware and she wants to write it down. Or you're going to take a book to work and you're going to pass it around the office. These are people that can fill out order forms and give those to you. And you can put all of those on one order and ship it back to the host, and she can deliver it. And that's going to save everybody some shipping as well. In those cases, I usually just charge everybody 10%. It covers whatever the shipping will be, because you know that with a $250 order, it's going to max out at $19.99 if it's all done on the same order. So it's easy peasy. In those cases, I have the host collect the money, and then she just pays you one lump sum for everybody's orders. And then you want some kind of a challenge sheet that gets the host doing certain things. So here, once again, is another one. It's just got some little things. Every little thing you do on here, you can check it off every 3 in a row. It depends on how you want to work it. And this is just this would be a great little letter that you could put in there, this challenge sheet. Do these things, you get extra gifts. Here's a couple of more ideas of things that you can use. Here's a tic-tac-toe, another tic-tac-tupper for our host that you can use. And once again, it's just, this one's specifically kind of designed for Facebook. The other one also they get tickets, and these tickets can be redeemed for free stuff. And in those cases, you might want to use Tiny Treasures. But if they want to turn all their tickets in for one big thing, they can have one ticket, get some a Tiny Treasure, and 3 tickets get some a small piece of Tupperware, and maybe all 7 of them get some little, like a surprise bag of Tupperware from you. But if they do these things, it's going to mean a much bigger party. So do you see how this can benefit you? Do you see how taking this little extra time to work with your host is going to make a huge difference? What I want to know right now is, what have you learned so far? What have you already learned that's something maybe that you can tweak and do, or something that maybe you haven't been doing that could be a big plus for you if you did start doing it? I want to hear from you guys. I want to know, kind of like what your ahas are and what you liked about what you heard. And once again, I will post all of these images for you in the group so that you'll have these so you can start using these to party plan. But I want you to really focus on getting as many people onto tomorrow night and already working on getting them to get other people, and then start inviting people to our catalog launch next week. All right, as we close up tonight, just want to remind you guys that we have this special challenge that Charlie and I are offering for you to have a $500 shopping spree. It just started this month, so we're just 3.5 weeks in, and you can earn this great, amazing $500 shopping spree. All you got to do is have $13,000 in sales for the 3-month period. And if you take these things that we've talked about tonight and you put that into play, you use that to date these parties and to have bigger parties, you're going to all have a chance to get this. And then you just need to welcome 3 people that have gotten off to a great start. They have 350 in their first 30 days. They have tons and tons of reasons to do that, because with just $250 in their first 30 days, they're going to get a $75 shopping spree. And when they have a $500 in sales in their first 30 days, they're going to get a $150 shopping spree. So guys, what's my favorite radio station? What's everybody's favorite radio station? What's in it for me? You help these new recruits get off to a great start. They're going to get lots and lots of free stuff. They're going to make money, and you're going to be able to earn great rewards also. So this is still going on. You got plenty of time to qualify for this. I also heard from you loud and clear, and you said, please, 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 Marsha, give us one more chance. So we've already got our first challenge that we had to earn your entryway into our factory in Hemingway to meet our good friend Josh over there. And that was our TNT folks, those who welcomed 3 recruits during August 2nd and 3rd. And 3 recruits have sold $100 before the end of this month. That gets you in. Now, if you didn't get those 3 in that 24-hour, 30-hour period, we gave you a second chance, and that was to get 5 by the 18th. Okay, and those 5 need to sell $100 before the end of the month for you to earn it. But now here's opportunity number 3. This is the final chance. We're not doing it again. So make sure that you are in it to win it. Okay, so this is to welcome 3 or more new recruits, and you personally sell 500. So see, I'm not making them have to sell it for this one. This is, you can do it because somebody said, I know I can sell the $500. Okay, you sell the $500 and just sign 3 people up from now, August 19th, which is Saturday, until August 30th. Or you can personally sell $1,000 and just welcome 1 person, and you can earn your trip. So if you miss the first 2, you got your 3rd chance. If you maybe had your recruits for the first one, but they haven't gotten their sales in yet, and you want to just say, I'm going to knock it out myself, this is your chance to do it too. We are going to have so much fun at the factory, and we are going to get treated special, spoiled rotten. We get our exclusive personal tour. They go all out for us. We get gifts. We have a luncheon that they provide for us. And more importantly, we get to give back to the folks that work there and show them how much we appreciate them. So this is part of it too. It's not only what's in it for us, but it's what's in it for them and what we can give them, because they get so excited when we come through. It makes them feel important. It makes them feel like what they're doing matters. And you know, guys, without those folks at the factory, we don't have a product to sell. And without us, they don't have jobs. So think about this, guys. What you're doing is not only putting money in your pocket, it's not only helping your customers to have a better life by the products that they have, you are also helping to keep the folks who work at our factory employed. So let's do our part. Let's go out there and make a big difference. All right, so we want to start today by sharing our opportunity with people. We still have our $25 Make an Impression mini kit. It's only available until August 30th, and then it will go away. So don't miss out on this chance. We also have that first order reward for our new recruits who sell just $100 before August 30th to get this amazing piece of Ultra Pro, which you're going to learn all about tomorrow night. And of course, then for our new recruits, they have that $75 and $150 free credit, plus our brand new Confidence Start program that they can take advantage of. And we even have this Better Together Consistency Challenge that you have available for you and for them. So when each of you sells $250 this month, you're both going to get a stack cooker for $5. There's no limit. You can get 5, you can get 10. It's up to you. Come back in September, you each sell $250. You're both going to get 2 pieces of Premier glassware, 2 new pieces for just $5. And come back in October and do it again. You're going to get our new Twist and Seal, Twist and Fresh sealing canisters. And when you do all 3 months, you're also going to get the One Touch Fresh squares for free. All right, so that is absolutely huge. Now, I had a little challenge that I put out there to everybody. Let me take this one off real quick. And that was to have hit submit with at least $50 before the end of 5 o'clock today. So it started Thursday through today. And I want to find out who's going to win. And remember, you have to be on live to watch. I saw we lost a few people, so hopefully it wasn't somebody who's in it to win it. But here we go. We're going to find out. Charlie's watching. Make sure Charlie knows you're here. If you haven't told Charlie that you're here, if you haven't put your name in the chat, either on YouTube or on Facebook, we need to know. And when you see your name and if it comes up on the thing, make sure you're loud and proud. Here we go. Christine Thompson. Christine Thompson. Is Christine Thompson on? Going once. Going twice. Charlie says he doesn't see her. Oh, Christine, I'm so sorry. All right, here we go. Huh? What?
You go by Christine?
Chris, Krys. Do you go by Christine? Is that the same Chris?
She says yes.
It is? Well, then you win. All right. Chris, then you are the winner. I don't think Maria's on. Maria, if you are on, let me know. And I'll have to give away 2 prizes tonight. But Chris, it's good to know that you're on. And, see, it's hard for me sometimes when your name in the system is different than the name that we know you. But Christine, welcome back. Because I know Christine has been a consultant with us for a little while, but she got really excited. I think on one of our events recently, and we're so excited to have you back with us as well. So congratulations, Chris, for being our winner tonight of our activity draw.
It didn't take that long.
Huh? And I know, Charlie just said it didn't take that long tonight. We didn't have to draw 5 or 6 or 10 times to get a winner. So great job. Okay, so just a last reminder for you guys, when you recruit, okay, I was just sharing with you everything that our new recruits get, but guess what you get? You get a set of Vent and Serve for just $12 with the first recruit that you bring in that sells $100. You get a second set of Vent and Serve, the Vent and Serve larges for $20 when you have your second. And when you have your third recruit that comes in and sells $100, you're going to get another complete set of both sizes for just $25. So what we're talking here, guys, is $250 of Vent and Serve that you're going to get for like $57. So it's a super, super value for you. And you want to take advantage of everything that you can get. And of course, if you did welcome somebody during TNT, you've also got that extra bonus gift that you're getting. All right. So as we finish up tonight, guys, I'm going to finish with one last quote. And it goes back to grit and the definition of grit. It's a verb. It's a word in action. It's a way we live. It's refusing to give up. It's pushing to the limit. It's wiping the sweat off your face in order to make it a better tomorrow. And you know what? That's a pretty exciting reason to get up every day and give your best, because you're making the world a better place for yourself, for your family, for your friends, and for every one of the people that you come in contact with. So let's go out there this week and show our grit. Let's have a fantastic close to this week. And let's make the last week of our August sales month our biggest yet. Can we have, gosh, I'm going to just throw this crazy number out there. Can we have a 50,000? Can we do 50,000 in the next 10 days? I mean, you think about that, guys. That's just 5,000 a day, 5,000 a day in sales for the next 10 days. I believe we can do it. I believe we all deserve more. And let's go out there and show our grit and our perseverance and make great things happen. Are you in it with me? If so, go ahead and put it in the comments. And you know,